Wah! Hello guys, this is Waluigi here. So today, this is gonna be a part 2 of the Goosebumps book collection. For goodness sakes, just finally, after just like a month after we do the first part, which we focus on the original Goosebumps series, and now we just focus on the from Horrorland to Slappy World, and these two leftover ones, which are the Give Yourself Goosebumps stories. So, here it goes. So, the first one is Revenge of the Living Dummy, which is the first in the series, which came out back in like February 2008 or April 2008, whatever date might be, since there's no confirmed release date when it came out. Let me check the date. No. Yeah, April 2008, which this and the next book I'm gonna show you. This is actually a pretty classic cover. It just pretty much felt like returning, what I said. Pretty much like win back the old fans of Goosebumps for how the series actually pretty much how Goosebumps go Goosebumps like years ago. And this in the Horrorland series is like a big return. Like after that 8-year hiatus, this returns. So yeah. And also it has like the token, which right there, and a map, which I might show you the whole thing after this. Here's one of them. So there it goes. So that's Revenge of the Living Dummy. Pretty good story, which felt like I think it felt like a sequel to like. Well, it might be a sequel to Slappy's Nightmare from the series 2000 series. Right, next is Creep in the Deep, which actually kind of felt like a sequel to Deep Trouble 2, which it felt like someone called Deep Trouble Panic or something, or Deep Trouble Under the Sea. Deep Trouble Under the Sea, which I think that would be a better title. So yeah, and also there's like looks like a Shrek looking eel frame. Because the ears and the green look pretty weird looking, but kind of creepy looking cover, which it might get scare the newer fans of Goosebumps who started with this, then they actually researched the series. See, okay. Next book is Monster Blood for Breakfast, which this one isn't a reprint, but we actually got it like possibly during our vacation in Pennsylvania, and this is the original print, not the now major motion picture one, which it's kind of strange. So yeah, yep, it is. Next is Scream of the Haunted Mask. Also, we got it from the vacation in Pennsylvania, which is at the flea market, like this one. So this time the Haunted Mask got kind of like a redesign for this one, and I think that redesign is also appeared in the 2008 print of the Haunted Mask 1. So yeah, it's actually called Scream of the Haunted Mask, or just Haunted Mask A Lot Lives, which it's literally meant to be a Goosebumps Gold book, but that planned series of Goosebumps Gold has been scrapped, so they had to like try to recreate this one for Horrorland, which is actually called Screaming the Haunted Mask, and just the Haunted Mask Lives. Yeah, kind of strange, right? Next book is Dr. Mania versus Robert Schwartz, or is it Schwartz? Okay, seems sad. So here it is. Okay, yeah, it has like the Horrorland reprints, the 2015 ones, actually has the now major motion picture, which the original one actually has just an all-new terrifying series from the Master of Fright. So yeah, I don't get it why they had to pretty much do this. And then next is I think this one is Who's Your Mummy, which actually said that this is the same mummy from Curse of the Mummy's Tomb and Return of the Mummy, which I think that could it considered as the Mummy's Revenge or whatever it is, or Mummy Walks. I don't know if Mummy Walks is related to to this, since I don't know if, since I already read that at the library, since I don't know if this is connected to this book, even before just they didn't mention the mummy from Who's Your Mom from the Mummy's Walk, so I don't get it. So okay. Next is My Friend Calls Me Monster, which I think it's a pretty good book, and also we actually did some kind of a book report about this, which we just always got a little confused on what the heck we had to do, but at least we already passed, which is a good thing. So pretty good book. Next is Say Cheese and Die Screaming, or Say Cheese and Die 3. Since they didn't have a Say Cheese and Die sequel for Series 2000, so they had to put it pretty much swap it for Horrorland. So okay, just fine. But this is kind of pretty cool cover. But even through it didn't have the same characters from Say Cheese and Die duology, but at least they did still have kept the same formula from the first two books. And this is we also got this from the Pennsylvania vacation at the flea market. We actually went to Pennsylvania. My God, it's actually a pretty great day to spend a vacation at Pennsylvania. Okay, next is Welcome to Camp Slitter, which is kind of like another camp theme book, which I think that it might get a little tiring, but I don't get it. It's gonna be kind of tiring, but books like Welcome to Camp Nightmare and Camp Jelly and Horror Hack Jelly Jam is actually good. Well, books like Fright Camp and Ghost Camp, Return to Ghost Camp, are kind of even from, I don't know if people actually either like it or not, but Ghost Camp is kind of good. But the sequel, yeah, I think that some people kind of didn't like it. So yeah, right. Next book from the first wave of Horrorland, which is Help, We Have Strange Powers. Yeah, it actually says it. It also has the pretty creepy looking, I think, a fortune teller thing, which I think that's kind of creepy looking if you look at it. Right? Oh, hang on. Okay. Oh wait, there's another one. Which also the Horrorland books actually has something unique than when the other Goosebumps books didn't have, which are some kind of posters for some stuff for Horrorland, or the map, or the tokens. So, I kind of missed that. So, yeah. Okay. Next is, let's see, Escape from Horrorland, or Revenge of Horrorland, which I think that should have been an interesting title, but, they don't want to pretty much follow the traits from don't want to pretty much have this be a sequel to the Series 2000 book, Return to Horrorland, which has that's the first crossover, which has the character from Monster Blood and the character from Haunted Mask be actually friends, and both of those books are actually connected to each other, which is kind of weird. And also, it's kind of a pretty good looking cover, which are a horror, which I think that must be a leader or what, I don't know. Okay. Right. Next is the last of the first wave of wave 1 of Horrorland books, which is has the best looking cover, which is The Street of Panic Park. Wow! Look at Slappy. He knows that the fans are gonna get scary because it has the best looking cover and a pretty good way to end the first wave of Horrorland books. Which we move on to a second wave of Horrorlands, but sadly we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, which is kind of sad since we kind of wish we got more. The first one is When the Ghost Dog Howls, which has let's see, one of the horrors, which it actually has the training card. Just hang on. No. Okay, maybe it's let's see, hang on. Oops, damn it. Come on. Where's that training card thing? Where's that training card? Okay, epilogue. No, and okay, there it goes. Here's the training card, which actually just that's the first one to have this training card about the bio of what horror is this thing, which this one is Murder the Clown. Right. Kind of creepy, like had the one that scenes there, a kid get trapped in a zoo, which, you know, kind of creepy looking. Kind of creepy moment right there. You know, and even they look like they're trapped in space, which kind of make it a lot more creepier. Next is Little Shop of Hamsters, which this is actually mentioned in the 2015 Goosebumps movie, which I think it felt like a good callback for people who just grew up with the series if they haven't read the original series. Okay, I think this one we actually got it from Pops, pretty much from Pops. And this one has the chef horror, which also has that train card info. Let me get it. There it goes. This one is named Chef Bletcher. Kind of a pretty interesting name for a chef who pretty much maybe makes some gross stuff. Next is Heads You Luge, which I think I just read this one. I don't know. Maybe I forgot what it is. This horror is the female. Let me get his name. Let me get her name. Also, that's for the Halloween book. Let's hang on. Oh wait, where's it? Oh wait, I think that's. Oh, hang on. Where is it? Where is it? No. Dang it! Where is it? Where's the? Oh gosh, dang it! Where's the female horror? Card. Oh, there it is. Here it is. Here's the. This one's name is Mondo the Magical, which is actually a female horror, which is kind of preview to the Halloween special edition, which I didn't have it, but because I think maybe it will be a little too long to read it, like over like a month or a week or something. A week, like a whole entire week of reading it. Right. Okay. Next one is Slappy New Year, which do you think Slappy here was talking? Pretty interesting. This one is actually a holiday themed book, which I think legend that Welcome to Dead House legend meant to have a Christmas themed book for Goosebumps Gold, but sadly they had to scrap it for a reason, like the contract between R. Stein and Scholastic expired before they returned for like the first wave of Horrorland books before that was like a huge hit. Alright. This mummy thing is actually called Seymour Window. Okay. Yeah. And here's pretty much like a whole entire game of this horrors from possibly during the prologue of the book, which has Murder Clown, the Mummy Fiend, I think that's the Wizard, and yeah, two of those guys actually are from two books I just missed, like Wizard of Ooze, which, you know, I didn't have Wizard of Ooze, which, you know, I kind of wish I have, but, you know, kind of wish for it. Alright, that's it. Wait, this one, yeah, sorry. This one is actually the Horror Chiller House. I think I just already said it. Which actually has a pretty good, cool looking cover. Which, you know, it's all kind of like crazy, something crazy in the background. I find this very, I don't know, unsettling picture. Especially Slappy's like, oh god, I was wondering if I should find a way. Okay. Which actually just, the Horrorland books are kind of ended just at book 19. Since I think they just meant to have like, Hall of Horrors be part of the series, which before they actually decided just doing it, just pretty much become its own thing. So this one is, hang on, yeah, this one didn't have the now a major motion picture on it, which I think that's just kind of interesting. Yeah, this one didn't have the now a major motion picture. Maybe this is the original version, which I think but the original version of this book actually has Horrorland on it and Hall of Horrors after this. This one actually called Claws, which I think felt like a sequel to Cry the Cat from the Series 2000 books. Kind of interesting. Okay. Meow! Meow! Like that. pretty kind of pretty cool looking cover. The cat is just gonna kill you or something if you can't treat her nice. Okay, next is Night of Drawing Everything, which didn't have the now major motion picture on it, which I think they have it or something. Yeah, this one didn't have it. Kind of interesting. Maybe this is the original print of it. So yeah, kind of interesting. Okay, that's that. Next is the Fire Mask of Dr. Scream, which is the special edition. Felt like kind of the second of the Horrorland books, even if it doesn't relate to Horrorland. And also, it has like a pretty beautiful black and white cover, which I think I kind of wish that more Goosebumps books has like different variations, like a black and white cover and stuff. So yeah, has like pretty kind of booty cover, which I kind of like. So yeah. Also, this has an boss range is like just plain like this. You can feel it. Okay. All right. Next. Okay. Next is this one didn't have the now major motion picture one, which I think we got it from Pops. You know, some of the books are from Pops, which he had to give away for me. Kind of strange. No, and also, this is actually a pretty good looking cover, which, you know, I feel like this is actually kind of, let's see, what's my favorite? This one is kind of my favorite, because, you know, zombies in school, that's kind of wicked. Alright, next is Don't Scream, which this one is we actually already got from just new and stuff, which has now a major motion picture, but the first movie is already 3 years old, but you might have like a new version of the now major motion picture, which actually advertised the second film, which I hoping for a trailer will be out like this week. Yeah, this one has a major motion picture advertisement right there. So yeah, pretty good. I think this is actually my second favorite out of the series. Okay, next is The Birthday Party of No Return, which is actually the last of the Hall of Horror series, or Horrorland books. Okay, let's see, 19. So maybe there's like, hang on, let me see. There's like, let me get this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. I think that's gonna be a total of 26, I think. I think that's a total of 26 books, I guess. Let me check. Okay, that's what be 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 20. Oh yeah, that's 25 books. Sorry. My bad. And now we move on to the Most Wanted books, which pretty much like just a spiritual successor to the Horrorland books. So the first one is Planet of the Lawn Gnomes, which is kind of the sequel to Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes, but it didn't have something to do with the first book. It didn't do with that book. You know, this came out like around October 2012, which kind of strange since I think the rest of the Horrorland book came out. Rest of the Most Wanted books came out like throughout 2013. So this is kind of came out like in 2012. While the first ever Most Wanted book, which is the Haunted Mask one, came out like in 2012. So that's considered the second out of this Most Wanted books. So yeah. Next is Sun Slappy, which I think that's possibly my favorite out of the series. Well, I think Escape from Horrorland and Street of Panic Park are my two favorite Horrorland books. This one has like pretty much like pretty kind of strange that Slappy has like the mini-me version of himself. Yeah. Okay, next is How I Met My Monster, which is kind of like a spoof title to How I Met My Mother, which has a weird looking werewolf. Like, man, are you sure you're gonna get shaving so you can look like a just almost half naked wolf? Okay, next is Frankenstein's dog. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with this dog in the cover? How much wrong with this poor dog is? Okay, next is Dr. Maniac Will See You Soon, See You Now, sorry. This one is actually a sequel to Documentary versus Robert Schwartz, but this is actually focused on Richard Dritz and just Robert Schwartz, which I kind of wish it was a sequel to have the same character based on his old rival or villain, but it's actually Richard. It's under Robert. I can't even talk now. Wah. Next this is actually pretty much from Pops, which is from didn't have the now major motion picture, but it's actually a brand new take on Terra. This one is actually called Creature Teacher: The Final Exam, which is a sequel to Creature Teacher of the Series 2000 series. So yeah, pretty kind of creepy looking cover. He just looks kind of freaky. It looks like it's gonna attack you when you're in your sleep. Okay, next is a 7th book, which is A Nightmare on Clown Street, which I think it has like pretty much Murder Clown. This one, not the Horrorland one, actually made pretty much the modern Goosebumps villain being appeared in the 2015 film. Well, I think the Mummy and Slappy are the oldest Goosebumps villains appeared in the 2015 film. So yeah, it's that. Next is Night at the Puppet People, which has like possibly the most pretty creepiest cover ever. Because look at that, looks like kind of look like they have teeth and some claws. Oh my gosh! Think of the children. If they gonna pretty much gonna eat their souls or something. Oh my gosh! Next is Here Comes the Shagony, which has like a pretty gross looking cover. Look at that. Look at this thing. It has like freaking saliva in it. It looks like brown crap or something. Yeah, it's kind of gross. Right, and finally, the last of the main most wanted books, which is Lizard of Oz, not Lizard of Ooze. That's a Horrorland book. And this is kind of sadly the last of the most wanted books, which actually follow with the Slappy World. But before we move on to Slappy World, even if we only have like 1 to 3, since we didn't have 4 and 5, we might get 6 around September, then the 7th and 8th, and then they're gonna do another Goosebumps series, which I don't know if the title will be something different than not like Slappy Land, Slappy Topia or something. That's gonna be like a sequel to Slappy World, but maybe they'd have like Goosebumps Platinum. Like that'll be a good name because maybe they have like sequels to their older books. Right. Okay. First special edition, which is Zombie Halloween, which I think that's possibly hasn't always had that same house. You see here. So yeah, this is the first special edition most wanted book. So yeah. Okay, next is Trick or Trap, but we didn't have the 12 Screams of Christmas, which is actually a first Goosebumps Christmas themed book. This one actually has like pretty cool looking cover, which I think has like the most advertisements ever for a Goosebumps book, which has the movie, yeah, the games, which that one, and the movie, which I think has like the pretty crazy amount of, has the total of 3 ads for the movie. Okay, next is The Haunter, which remember it's the 4th special edition, which I think this is the last of the special edition books before they move on to Slappy World. It sounds like a pretty black and white cover. Okay, now we move on to, hang on, let me get these get out of here. The 3 books of this brand new series, which is the Slappy World book. Alright. First one is Slappy Birthday to You. But it has like a pretty awesome looking cover. Attack of the Jack, which I think I like. Kind of like this story. And I Am Slappy's Evil Twin. It has like a pretty creepy looking cover. It looks like Slappy's imposter is gonna pretty much like murder him. Right? Okay, so that's those 3 books. Which is the followed by which the 3rd book was followed by Please Do Not Feed the Weirdo. And Escape from Slither Mansion or something. And now we got Give Yourself Goosebumps books, which we haven't read yet, but pretty like the covers, you know, just some kind of collectible or something. This one is Beware the Purple Peanut Butter and Secret Ancient Grandma. So yeah, so that's the part 2 of the Goosebumps collection. Also, pretty much the last one because we might do more when we get more books from the Slappy World books to a brand and two books from the reprints, like from Bride of the Living Dummy and Haunting the Headless Ghost. Yeah. So yeah, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you have a way day. So, wahee, bye, way. And I forgot. So if you get all the first 12 of the first wave of Horrorland books, just take a picture from the iPad, you can have looks like a world map or some kind of Goosebumps video game, which kind of wishes happens, but yeah, only the man can dream for a Goosebumps video game from some Wade Ford or a good developer. Oh, hang on, God dang it. Okay, hang on. Here it is. Yeah, this is pretty much the whole map. Which, I think that's a pretty good thing, because I kind of wish more Goosebumps book had some kind of a hidden puzzle or something inside the book. If you're gonna connect the pieces, if you've finished that book. So yeah. So hey guys, hope you have a wah day as always. So bye. Wahee, wah, bye, wah.